David Kobritz is one of the Victorian breeding industry's great investors, alongside his role as a committee man with the Moonee Valley Race Club. His Musk Creek Farm on the Victorian Mornington Peninsula is a testament to his drive for racetrack success, and the 23 draft contains some great variety. Musk Creek Farm, it's a great working farm, isn't it? I mean, you have beautiful rolling hills, the paddocks look great, the mares, well, they barely lifted their heads from having a lovely graze on the pasture here, and lots of really lovely yearlings. It must be a good place to be.
Yeah, it's great for the horses and great for the people. It's a great property, it's like you say, rolling hills to raise young stock on. They're constantly moving around up and down the paddocks, and same for the mares, as you saw out the back there. They're happy with the feed in the paddocks, and they're living the life pretty much with the sea views.
It's so important, isn't it, for people such as David Kobritz to have this sort of investment in the industry? It's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he obviously caught the bug when you have the likes of Sub-Zero and Dan Zero, and you have that sort of success and you get the bug. It was inevitable, really, that David was going to end up with a property, and he's found a lovely property here at Musk Creek.
We know, of course, Piero came from here. You know, there've been so many great sort of stakes winners over the years too. But you're reinvesting, obviously, mares, you know, such as Apology Not Accepted, Anna Cecilia, we'll see her yearling here today, paying good money to really improve the actual broodmare band.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken a really hard stand the last couple of years and focused on quality. And we've gone to the broodmare sales, and we haven't taken a backward step. We've selected mares that we think are going to put us where we need to be. We're a boutique farm. We want to be producing high-class horses. We're going to pay the money we need for the good mares and get into those nice families.
And the property, you know, some of the plastic top fencing, the shelters, you know, you're bringing in someone, you know, doing massage on the horses. They're getting physio. It's all part of it, isn't it? Those one percenters.
Yeah, I mean, we do that with every sale prep. We have the soft tissue therapists come in. We have the dentists come through all of them. You know, we dot the I's, cross the T's, and we want to make sure we're selling a product that it's going to be going to a trainer and they're going to be happy with what they buy.
Well, we start for Inglis Premier 2023, lot 276. This is a colt by Deepfield from Ascertain. And we know, of course, Deepfield is just so popular across all markets. In particular, the Asian market loves him. The dam's a three-time winner in the US by a star racehorse in Blame. He has a lovely action on him.
Yeah, he's a very good first foal. I mean, we purchased the mare in America at the Keeneland sale. And Blame is an outstanding broodmare sire. He's doing wonderful things as a broodmare sire. So we purchased her over there, brought her over to Australia, and we actually tried to race the mare with Lindsay Smith. She showed a lot of ability, but unfortunately didn't make it to the races. So this is her first foal, and I say Deepfield's proving very popular in the Asian market and down here in Australia as well. And he's a lovely product by the sire. He's a lovely moving, athletic colt. And no, we're really happy with him, Caroline.
Next is lot 315, a colt by Dundeel from Cardiac. We know the stallion himself, Dundeel, a champion racehorse, and a sire with sire sons of his own, the elite Group 1 winners Castelvecchio and Super Seth. From an Encosta de Largo mare, this is a half-brother to Chairman Stakes winner in SA, Declaration of Heart. But it's the family of Oaks winners Arapaho Miss and her daughter Miami Bound and the Little Engine. So the page is just so deep, isn't it?
Yeah, this family's littered with stakes horses, and the mare's now 3 for 3 on the track. So the Man of Heart won just the other week. So she's a proven producer. And this is a lovely Deepfield colt. He's a lovely athletic horse, and he looks like he'll make into a really nice 3-year-old.
Well, as we mentioned off the top, Anna Cecilia, who you bought from the English Chairman's Sale. Now, this is her colt by Ocean Park, lot 270, the last lot on day one, but I'm sure there will be people sticking around for this fella. The sire, of course, of Colding, Star of the Seas, Tefane, and so many more. The dam's a 2-year-old winner by More Than Ready, and she's a half-sister to Kiora Stud's young stallion Captivant, who we know won the Champagne Stakes at 2, before running a great second in a Caulfield Guinea. So it is the great Riverdove Speed family. You can see that speed in this guy. He's just a great first foal, isn't he?
Oh, he's an outstanding first foal, and actually, when he was born, he was the best foal of this crop here at the farm, and he's just gone on with it. And you know, to be a first foal out of that mare from that family, you know, we're really excited to take him to the sale and offer him and he just looks all quality.
Well, it's great to see some Arrowfield stud yearlings here too, heading to the Inglis Premier Sale. Lot 37 is one of them by their absolute champion colt in the Autumn Sun, and we're obviously seeing he's had a winner in New Zealand. They're starting to come through now, as you'd expect. Prana is the dam, so it's a really fascinating cross. She's by Siuni, who's a European speed influence, but she's a half-sister to Protectionist, who we know won the Melbourne Cup. You have a champion stayer, Stradivarius, in the mix as well. What a fascinating pedigree.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Arrowfield pedigrees are outstanding. You know, you look at every mare they have, and they develop families. You know, the best breeders in the world, like Juddmonte and the Aga Khan, and Arrowfield have followed that. So it's no surprise to see a family with European influence, and you can certainly see this horse has a lot of athleticism. You can see that there's a lot of the Autumn Sun in him, but there's a lot of 3-year-old, 4-year-old promise in him as well. He's a lovely moving colt.
Lot 368, Snitzel filly from De Para. We know all the deeds of Snitzel, of course, still getting so many group winners and a 4-time champion Australian sire. The dam by another champion sire in Lonhro is a half to a stakes winner maternal from a champion race mare. Gee, I loved her. Divine Madonna. Wasn't she a tough mare? You can see a bit of Divine Madonna in this filly too. And the half-sister, Damiana's really promising too.
Yeah, the half-sister's really shown a bit of promise. She's at one start for 1 win, but it was a very, very impressive win. She's since trialled again recently very impressively, and I wouldn't be surprised if she pops her head up in the autumn in some nice stakes races. So I think there's a lot of upside in this family, and with purchasing this filly too. She's a lovely moving, strong Snitzel filly, and as Snitzel doesn't need any introduction, we all know how good he is.
Another of the Arrowfield yearlings here is lot 125 by Dundeal. As we mentioned before, just a superstar with sire sons. Shimmering Light is the dam of the filly. So there's lots of Dundeal in this girl. But again, it's one of the great families of the Australian stud book. The dam is a granddaughter of the Golden Slipper winning 2-year-old and Oaks winning 3-year-old Miss Finland, who's thrown Guineas winner Stay With Me, who's the mother of another stakes winner Waltz On By. It's the family that just keeps producing stakes performers.
So these families, there's so much residual behind these sorts of fillies from these deep families, and she's a lovely, strong, athletic Dundeal filly. You know, and the Dundeal fillies are doing very well and getting lots of winners at the moment. So I wouldn't be surprised this filly's very popular at the sale.
Lot 96 is by Written Tycoon from Sammy's Girl. This filly's dam is a daughter of More Than Ready and the champion 2- and 3-year-old filly Samantha Miss. She was a winner. She's thrown 2 winning foals already. And Sammy's Girl's also a half-sister to T-Rose winner and Coolmore Classic runner-up Miss Fabulous. This is just a filly I absolutely love because she's so like, you can see Samantha Miss in there, and Sammy's Girl, her mum, who I remember as a foal too. Yeah,
again, just another outstanding type, a lovely athletic filly, and so much residual in the family. You know, Samantha Miss, we all know how good she was, and I love how athletic this filly is. You can tell the quality of the mares that went to Written Tycoon in the year that he stood at Arrowfield. This is a great example of that, and no, she's a lovely filly, and we can't wait to show her off at the sale.
And you can see that Samantha Miss in there, can't you, with the bright bay, and yeah, it's a really interesting sort of a cross with Written Tycoon, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's worked very well.
And such an exciting time, isn't it? What a wonderful draft, great stallions, some wonderful broodmares and female lines for these horses. So David and yourself, the whole team, you must be so much looking forward to the Premier Sale 23.
Yeah, no, I agree, Caroline. We've got what we think are the right horses for the sale. They're by the right stallions, some lovely pedigrees, great residual value with the fillies, and some promising colts that could be stallion types, you know. So we're looking to back up what was a good sale for us last year at Premier. We were in the top 5 or 6 farms at the sale last year, and we're hoping to continue that. And we welcome everyone to our marquee at the barn. Come on down, have lunch with us and have a chat and look at our horses.